I'm still with this unit that you may want to be a part of, you know? That's been one of the great things about, and again, this is not me patting me on my back, but I'm talking about Mesa and the Spec Ops, so gangs, all that stuff. There is so many people going forward for help now because of us starting to talk about it.
Good.
And those are the people that are still in these highly sought after positions. They come forward and they say, I went through it and it's okay. Yeah, I don't know why this call fucked me up, but it did. And that's all right. I went and I got help through a culturally competent therapist. I had some pretty emotional days.
Sure.
I worked with my family on it, but now I'm through it and I'm still moving forward. You're never going to forget it, but you're still moving forward, man. That's what we need to highlight in our organizations.
So you two have a unique relationship in the fact that, again, you were law enforcement. You're the spouse and you're law enforcement. Your issues and traumas, not to say that you have issues, that's not what I'm saying, but you've gone through the same sort of things and traumas and all that type of stuff. But what could you say as the spouse of someone who has come out openly about this type of stuff in regards to support? How can you work through as the spouse? Again, male, female, doesn't matter. But the support side of the house, to see someone going through these things, and you have the law enforcement perspective,
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Right.
I can't get the non-law enforcement
Yeah.
perspective. So that's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yes.
But what are your words of advice for someone who's dealing with somebody who's dealing with this stuff?
Right. I think a big factor in it is knowing the therapist too. I already knew Jen, but if I didn't, I would want to meet with her and just figure it out. Because Jen was really good. Because I met with her first. She started seeing Travis. And then even when I saw her still throughout work or whatever, she's like, don't fuck up my work, Emily. Like, I'm setting up, especially when Travis at the beginning, when he was really deep in the dark hole. Like, here's these stipulations about drinking, about, we're going to do EMDR. He's going to be gassed. Don't ask him questions. Wait till he comes to you to talk about it. Because I never did an EMDR. So I was like, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? What does that look like? So I think getting educated with the therapist of what's going to be happening, what to expect from your spouse after they go through it, because he is gassed. He is like, I'm like, well, can you get home? Are you too tired to drive? Because I can drive you. But she's just like, don't ask questions about the session. Wait until he wants to talk about it.